Sometimes I don't know how all things get done in life. Complete disclaimer, this is the first time in 6 weeks I've been able to blow dry and style my hair. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to those who are new here. If you are new, be sure to click that subscription button and the bell down below to be updated for each and every future video coming your way, especially this summer. The last 9 months have been anything but boring. And again, if you're new around here, no, I'm not talking about being pregnant. I'm talking about being a first-year teacher. Just for fun, I don't have this planned, but I'm gonna put the video of me interviewing and being excited about this job up above in the cards, not only for you to watch it, but I'm going to go back and watch and just see the face, the naive, you know, haven't been in the classroom with 30 to 60 kids by yourself yet face. I just want to see it. What were you thinking, girl? What were you thinking? But anyway, like I say in so many of my videos, major props to teachers and all you do. You're busy, especially towards the end of the year with all the events going on in the calendar. The month of May, I have been praying to go by, and I'm so thankful that it did because it was so busy. Now that the schedule is finally slowing down, I have to admit I'm having a hard time getting back on track, you know, putting my life back together or hitting the reset button. I think it's just several weeks of being stressed and tired and, you know, just always go that your body gets used to that routine. Regardless of how unhealthy it is, and trust me, it is very unhealthy to live this lifestyle, but when you are always, you know, very pressed for time, have to go, like I said before, I didn't even blow dry my hair. I would shower, get dressed, throw things on and run out the door, and this hair would just have to air dry. And there were days where it looked like I walked into my school having just walked through a pouring rainstorm because I had to get up and shower. The point of this is weeks and weeks of being stressed and pressed for time. It really is difficult to remember what it felt like to have a full day with nothing on the calendar. Time to do my laundry, time to take out my trash, time to meal prep, or just a time to sit down, sip some coffee, write a grocery list, and then go have the time to go get said groceries. There was a time. Now, at the time of me filming this video, I am a few days past closing out the last major event on my calendar, which was what you previously saw, my middle school musical. And even though I've had a couple days now with no lessons, I've even taken personal days from school, I'm just finding it difficult to sit down, press the reset button, remember what this feels like to have time and to take a breath and to not be, you know, forced to go somewhere or have a full to-do list from the second you wake up till the time you pass out in your bed at 10 o'clock. That may be the only good thing about being so pressed for time is you are always ready to pass out when your head hits the pillow. Every single night. That being said, these are my top tips to hit the reset button. Remind your body that it doesn't have to survive strictly on caffeine and sugar and adrenaline to get through things and to put your life back on track. The first thing I do is I take 2 minutes to just sit and reflect. What did I accomplish with becoming so busy? Was it worth it? Would I do it again? For the most recent occurrence, yes, I would do it again. These kids had a fantastic musical spring concert, assembly schedules, masses, and then a fantastic musical. I got to watch kids who maybe didn't have friends coming into the musical suddenly walk in and they're welcomed by, you know, 10 to 15 people who know them by name, know their class schedule, know their friends and their situations. They're doing inside jokes. It feels great to have given up all this time and really see the rewards, at least in front of me, every single day. And taking that 2 minutes to just sit and reflect and say, okay, Kristen, here's what you worked so hard for, here's what you did, and now it's time to turn around and do something for yourself. Which brings me to the second tip of this video, which is do something nice for yourself. Before you make all your to-do list, before you get back into your house and try to find your bedroom floor again, true story, go and do something for yourself. You have taken all this time and done things for others, and you are constantly give with all your time, talent, and resources. Take a minute, go do something nice for yourself, even if it's nothing more than going to a coffee shop for 15 minutes, sipping an iced latte, and enjoying silence. For me, the second my show was done, The kids cleaned everything up. We said our goodbyes, went our separate ways, and the very next morning I went and I got my nails done. These are the dip powder manicures. Oh, that looks normal. And I get these, not sponsored, but I get these done because one, they're my real nails. Two, they will last the entire month, and I can play the piano, I can type, I can do anything, and they won't chip. This was my gift to myself. I went, I did get a coffee, and I just sat in a salon with nothing on my schedule, know where I had to be, and I just got my nails done. So, do something nice for yourself. Up next for me is definitely getting a haircut. I think it was January or February the last time that happened. Number 2 is to hydrate, because chances are, if you're like me, you've been living off strictly coffee and sugar to get yourself through things. And right along with sugar, you've probably been reaching for convenient food since you've been pressed for time. Guilty, guilty, guilty. So the first thing I like to do before I even go make my grocery list and buy my spinach and my greens is just sit and drink. This is actually a cup of water. You thought it was coffee. Am I gonna spill on the carpet? No. It's water. But honestly, take that moment to hydrate. Your body will thank you. Your skin will thank you. Your digestive system will thank you. Water. To be honest, the second my musical closed, I grabbed one of these from backstage because we had extra. I came home and I started sipping on this. I've since refilled it, but I was sipping on this while I filled out tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to create a priority list. Now, walk into your house, look at your kitchen, your laundry room, your bedroom, and don't panic. I had to actually remind myself I still have a bedroom floor even if I can't see it. I had to make a priority list. If I'm being completely transparent, my musical closed on a Saturday and I went and played a baccalaureate service at a separate high school the next day. So I had to think to myself, Kristen, what's the first thing I need? Clothes. Probably need those to go outside the house. So number 1 on my priority list was doing my laundry. So make a list. What's more important to you? When was the last time you cleaned out your kitten or your pet's litter box? When was the last time you did a load of laundry or dishes or swept your backyard, or swept or vacuumed your floor? Make a priority list of chores that works with you. For me, it was clearly laundry. Because clothes. Number 4 is my favorite one, and it is to assign times to everything on your priority list. Times and timers have been my greatest asset since my time has become much more valuable. So I took my list and I think it went laundry, dishes, trash, vacuuming, in that order. And I would assign myself 45 minutes laundry, put the dirty laundry in, start it, and then while that's washing, go dig off all the clothes that I'd still deemed clean that I'd only worn once or twice off my closet floor and fold them while the things in the washer were finishing. When the washer was done, all of my clothes were back up on their hangers if they were on my floor deemed clean. And then while I put my washer in my dryer, I went and I did, 15 minutes of collecting my garbage, 20 minutes of doing my dishes and wiping down my counters, 10 minutes of vacuuming. So assigning times, I got really detailed in that. I didn't mean to. Assign times to each and every one of your tasks. And even if your task is not completely done, move on to your next one. My only exception to this rule is if my timer goes off and I am so close. For example, if I have folded all my laundry and the timer dings and I'm like 30 seconds away from finishing, putting everything away, I will take that time clearly. But if I'm only halfway through a chore and I can leave it and go start something else, I will. But because the timer's there, I am more likely to stay focused to finish each task because I want to move on. I always kind of want to get it done before the timer goes off, like a game. You know how you bribe your children to do things? Sometimes you have to just bribe yourself. That's normal, right? Oh, and of course, while you're doing all these things with the timers, put on a playlist, put on a podcast, play some music, play something that keeps you going so you're not just sitting there thinking about what you're gonna do next. For me, it's always a good Google playlist or a podcast or an audiobook, every time. My next tip is to be patient. I know, at least for me, I want to be right back on my schedule. I want to, have everything in my routine go right back to normal. And to be honest, it's going to take time. Yes, I took 2 hours and I cleaned my house and I vacuumed and I found my closet floor and I'm going to go to the grocery store later and I'm drinking my water and I'm getting back into a routine of going to the gym and getting in my steps. But I have majorly shifted my life and my routines, and it's not just going to automatically come back. I am doing things slowly but surely to get them back onto a routine. For example, I've called some friends and said, hey, I'd like to come visit, or let's catch up sometime. I started my back patio project so I can have a back patio tour. I do think my community page has a picture if you want to see a preview. But the whole point of this is to just be patient. It's not going to boom, you wake up the next day and everything's back to normal and you have your Saturdays back and everything's on schedule and your routine is back. You have to be really patient, which I am not always. And my last tip I kind of already mentioned, but it's to definitely come out of hiding. Call your friends, call your family, let them know that your major accomplishment is done. You're trying to get back on schedule. When can you have dinner? When can you have coffee? When can you put something on the calendar so you can get back into that social scene? I know it can feel kind of awkward to try to jump back into your circle of friends, but just call them up and say, hey, how have you been? Here's the thing I've been working on. What's new with you? Let them share what you have missed. Don't just call them and tell them what you've been doing and then hang up. Make it, a two-way street. Let them share with you. You share with them. It's summer. The sun's out. Plan something nice. Once again, I'm hoping to have my friends over so we can enjoy my new back patio, chairs, table, and fire pit. The umbrella is coming. That's a whole other sponsor. Just come out of hiding. It's okay. The world has continued, even though you can't really believe it because you've lived in a theater for the past 6 weeks. The world has gone on. There's so many things to catch up on. So call your friends, come out of hiding, even come out of hiding and make YouTube videos. And those are my top tips to help put your life back on track, hit the reset button, and just really kind of find yourself again. I almost named this video How to Get Your Groove Back because I felt really lost. I sat on this couch for about a half an hour going, what should I be doing? Why am I sitting here? Where should I be right now? Who needs me? What's on my schedule? And it really did take a couple, days to pass to realize, hey, it's okay. You don't have to be somewhere. You can just sit. You can play with your kittens. You can call your parents. You can hang out with your fiance. You can do all of these things. You don't have to live for that event or thing that you were working so hard to make happen and have since accomplished. So let me know down below in the comments if you have had something similar to this. What were you working on? How did it go? Were you building something? Were you building a business? Were you designing something? Were you a first-year teacher? Were you getting married? What were you working on that really took up a bulk of your time and kind of threw off your groove or your routine? I would love to know down below. If you like these kind of videos, let me know by giving them a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!